Hi, my name is Iris. I'm coming from you at my home in North Philly. I'm humbly doing this video because I have a brother who's been incarcerated for 28 years from mistaken identity. I have all the documentation. I just don't have no one to help to represent us. We're a poor family that don't have money. Um, but I guess if I have to pay something, or we have to try to band together to pay something, we'll do what we can do. But anyway, the judge, he was a not stand-up judge, I'll put it that way. And some of his cases have been overturned. The police that was involved was the 39th District, which we know was publicly in the media for their corruption. What I want to do is find out if any of them police that had anything to do with other corruption cases, did they have anything to do with my brother's case. Now, in this case, it happened in 1983 in North Philadelphia at 28th and Lehigh Avenue. It was five guys that went on trial for it. It was a senior citizen that got murdered. The two guys that were the witnesses, that one of them that pointed out my brother, but they were people that was in trouble with the law their own selves. One of them supposed to have been a ex-police officer. I really don't know how true that is, but I have names of everyone involved in the case. Um, well, the two witnesses, they worked at this number's place. They lived over top of this number place, which came out in the court papers. Um, the police, it also came out that the police was being paid $1,000 for protection for this number's place, and when it wasn't paid, they were robbed. This was the third occasion. They were robbed the week before, which was omitted from the jury in the court. They was robbed the week before, and this was the third week, the robbery. My brother had alibi witnesses. Everybody in the neighborhood know my brother was innocent and one of the other people that was convicted in this crime. Um, the other guys, they were involved. They was picked out and involved in the other robberies. But these other two, they had nothing to do with it. Um, the two witnesses was caught online contradicting themselves. I'm sorry, caught on the stand contradicting themselves. Half answers. Police was contradicting themselves. Everything that all five attorneys tried to get pointed out or cleared up was all overruled and objected by the judge and by the district attorney. Reading the paperwork, it looks to me, I'm hoping it's alright to give my opinion, but it looks to me that the judge and the district attorney was working together. Um, the judge died in 1987. Court records was destroyed. This case was destroyed. Why? It wasn't no fire. Case been closed for 28 years. I thought my brother had 20 to life, but come to find out, looking through the paperwork, it's life confinement. My brother's looking to die in prison. I don't want my brother to die in prison because he shouldn't be there anyway. Um, I'm just hoping that this video will reach somebody, touch somebody's heart that's in the law field that want to do the right thing for the right reason. A lot of these people has died. Some of them are old now and retired. But why should they live on security, freedom, after destroying other people's lives? I'm humbly asking for this for me and my family. My parents are old. Our parents are old. They in their mid-60s. I don't want my parents to die with my brother still incarcerated for something he didn't do. We had a lot of deaths in the family that he had to miss. We had a lot of births in the family that he had to miss. all because the police wanted to just close the case. He wasn't picked in the lineup. There was really no evidence except for what this kind man, his word. That's it. He was coerced to sign a statement. As I'm reading the statement, when I get the copies of it, the statement has so much stuff omitted out of it. If it's a person's statement, police statement, why is all these sentences in every part omitted from out the paperwork? The judges tried to get a retrial and everything. They fought for about 10 years. My brother fought for about 10 years to no prevail. The court paperwork states that all 5 attorneys tried to receive all the information for the case to try to get a new trial or, whatever else they have to do for these guys. It states that 7 to 8 volumes of documents is missing from the case. How come? They really didn't have a fight. The district attorney, she was saying things that she shouldn't have been saying, which would make a jury, people that's naive about stuff, believe because it's what you say and who you are, quote unquote, makes it right. Which in this case they was wrong. The jury was wrong. I know for a fact. I still go up in the neighborhood periodically. I run into people that ask about my brother and they say it's a shame because he shouldn't even be there, which we all know. In the area, we all know. In the paperwork, none of his alibis, my brothers, except for the manager and the assistant manager, if I'm not mistaken, are the only 2 that testified. Now, the district attorney at this particular time said that the clock was 15 minutes fast, the work clock, when my brother was saying he was at work at the time this robbery post had took place. She says that the clock is 15 minutes fast, but the court paperwork that she submits says the clock is 15 minutes slow. Therefore, gives you another 15 minutes for to do this crime. Somebody could have came and picked you up from your job and got you up there to help commit this crime. How you going to convict someone on could have? There's no proof for anything. The guys couldn't pick them out in a lineup. How is it that it's a year later, you seen a person face for 2 seconds, and then a year later, you recognize their face? Come on. It's just, I need somebody that's willing to investigate. I got all the paperwork, so I think I did a lot of help for somebody, and hoping it'll reach somebody. But just take a look at this. Give my brother justice. Give my brother back his life. Give us some life back with a person that didn't deserve to be where they at. This is the honest to God truth. I stand by it 100%. My brother lived with me at the time back in '83. We was young. I'm 1 year older than him. We was homebodies. We would go up to the street, and play Pac-Man. The bar up at the corner, 27th and Cambria. It was called Stories at the time. Just happened at this time I wasn't with him. We didn't go all the time, but there were times when we went together. We played, we come back home. My brother went to Job Corps, finished Job Corps, got his GED, came out, got a job, and then picked up and his life was taken from there. Filled with incarceration, a lot of hatred. If we can remember this era, this is the same era when the mood people got burnt out. This is the same era when Mumia Jamal got locked up. We know what it was like for black people. And that's just keeping it real. Um, there's a whole lot more that goes with this. But I'm hoping that I can get enough buzz created and we can finally take a look into this matter. Because it does need to be looking into. And I had to say, all those that watch this video, I thank you for your time. If anyone would like to reach me, my email address is, somebody that may have some recollection. Maybe this case could have haunted them for some period of time and then they just let it go subconsciously and just left it alone. But somebody that really know the truth. But anybody that would like to leave any messages, leave any help, leave any direction or guidance to me, how I should try to go about this, you can leave me a message at my email address, which is wigginsiris@yahoo.com. Again, I thank you. And like I said, I hope I reach the right person. Bye-bye.